this is going to be another short one. I don't have a lot to report. He did very well today. I think I have his exercise back on track where he's not going to be nuts all the time because he is listening. So he did a couple of really good things today. I did a thing, I actually stopped him somewhere, did something, and was able to walk him back over to the table without having to like make a beeline for the table right away because I thought he was gonna get distracted and get into something. I don't have to do that as much. So that's kind of a good thing. Like I stopped and I did something, and by the time I was done doing it, he actually had laid down, which was good. And he's listening to a Leave It for Leaving people, so that's at least for today, which means he's getting enough exercise that he's actually paying attention. He's not so wound up that he's not listening. I actually had him on drop lead by accident, mind you. And he was fine. He never got up or was trying to sniff something he shouldn't. He was fine. I've been walking him when the weather's nice. I've been getting him out. I actually don't think I'm going to need my friend to walk him this week because it's going to be so nice. I think our coldest day is maybe 48. I'm not going to be able to walk him far if it's going to be 48 and cloudy, but other than that, I'll be able to walk him most of this week. So, but it's good. So, I mean, the other thing I was super happy about was he actually picked up my phone without trying to chew on it. Granted, I still have to replace my my screen on my screen protector because it is cracked in several places because I've dropped it like 4 to 6 times, and I don't have one of those heavy duty cases on it, but he did pick up my phone, I think it was yesterday, and I had dropped it. This was not something I dropped it on purpose to get him to pick it up. I had dropped it. I just did drop it, but he was sleeping, and so I didn't ask him to pick it up just now. But when I dropped it the other day, I had him pick it up, and he did give it back to me without chewing on it. It was so funny because he kept looking at me. I'm like, pick it up, and like, am I doing this right type of thing? Because I kept telling him to be gentle because I don't want him to get into the habit of just chomping down on whatever he happens to have in his mouth, particularly if it's something very fragile. If I can get him to do that. I mean, that's how I will be able to get him to pick up papers and stuff. Because I've seen service dogs pick up papers, so obviously you can get them to give you papers without them shredding them. And he will get that eventually. So, but he is doing, I think I'm back to him being on an even keel. It's just when the weather's bad, he does not get a ton of exercise, and that's when he starts to go stir crazy. So if he's outside enough, he doesn't bug me to continuously go outside when I'm doing something else. So we'll see how this week goes. I'm not super busy this week except for Bible study and a couple of other things. And I also have to write my rent check, which I forgot to do. So, which I will do since I don't need my rent check officially over at the office until the end of the week. As long as I have it in by the end of the week, that'll be fine. But yeah, so I'm really happy with how he's been doing the past few days. he has been calming down. I have been doing pickup practice. It's just I've been doing it with things that I know he can't break if he's too wound up. So if he's wound down enough, he does his pickups very nicely. And I would have done pickup practice at church this morning, but I just didn't have time. But yeah, but he did very well. I just really have to watch his stress level. And if I think it's too high, he's probably not going to do a public access run that day. And he just needs to chill for a little bit. But yeah, he's pretty good. So I'm not too worried about that. But I'm looking forward to having some nicer weather and being able to get him out. So we'll see how that goes later this week. I'll see you guys in the next one. One quick note on the vlog that's going up this week. I could have done this as an Insta story because it's just a short little clip. But Zoom lost his tags this weekend. He had pulled his collar, and I don't know if sometimes I loop around the little ring that's his tags are on and not the hook on the collar. He had pulled his collar hard enough that he completely he lost the tags and he completely came off lead. Of course, this was in the dark when I couldn't see diddly squat. I'm lucky he doesn't go very far when he gets loose, or I would have been in big trouble. But it's like, so he had completely pulled his tags off. I'm lucky I didn't lose them because they were both outside. And I had to get a new ring for his tags. So hopefully this doesn't happen again.